Hi, my name is Hannah Young, and today I'll be talking about advertising in politics, especially with social media. So, political social media advertising has become a very important topic in the media recently because of the discovery that during the 2016 US presidential elections, the Russian government interfered with presidential campaigns not only through computer intrusion operations against those associated with both political presidential campaigns, but also by running malicious political social media ads. Russia spent around $100,000 on political advertisements, publishing roughly 3,000 ads on Facebook linked to fake accounts. The ads purchased focus on amplifying divisive social and political messages. This interference is believed to have severely and wrongfully influenced American voters with false information and thus caused an unfair election. This event also allowed Americans to realize how dangerously powerful and unregulated advertisements on social media were compared to other forms of advertising, especially when it comes to political ads. This triggered Congress to step in and take action by writing the Honest Ads Act. While only still a bill, Congress hopes to enact it starting January 2020. The Honest Ads Act will attempt to help prevent foreign interference in future elections and improve the transparency of online political advertisements by holding political social media ads to the same standards and regulations of other types of political ads, such as TV commercials. Therefore, these ads now have to clearly mention where the funding for the ad is coming from, and platforms need to keep a complete record of who has or is interested in purchasing an online political ad and ask from them other specific ad or company relevant data, such as having a digital copy of the ad, recording how much was charged, contact information for who is running the ad, and so on. In my opinion, this act is definitely not going to solve the issue completely at this moment, but is a step in the right direction and could be a possible workable solution. It at least makes it a little bit harder for there to be an interference with political campaigns and makes it easier to track down where dishonest campaigns come from. The problems I see with the Honest Ads Act are that it does not reference how or if companies need to fact check. These new rules only apply to ads about nationally related political issues. These new rules also only apply to accounts that have paid for more than $500 in political ads on that platform. And the definitions for political ad in the Act are extremely loosely written. It is also still not enacted for the time being, so companies are having to take things into their own hands. Therefore, companies really need to be regulating this problem themselves. What Twitter has decided to do is stop accepting any kind of political advertisement to be put on their platform. They believe political ad reach should be earned, not bought. Facebook has decided to continue to accept political advertising, claiming they don't believe in interfering with freedom of speech and that a company has no right to filter information that reaches people on their platform. Each stance on this issue inherently comes with some ethical problems and leaves people wondering what roles and responsibilities in political advertising do these companies have and how responsible are they for this issue. On Twitter's side, many people believe that banning all political advertisements is unfair and unethical in a way that it favors incumbents by taking away a cheap and effective advertising platform that small campaigns mainly use to gain awareness. Therefore, big campaigns will continually outperform small ones due to their ability to use other expensive advertising resources. This decision also blocks people from seeing issues based ads that actually are trying to benefit society, such as ads about climate change. Lastly, as a business, Twitter is responsible for acting on the behalf of the best interests of their investors, and their stance on political ads inhibits them from making a substantial amount of money for these investors and their business. On Facebook's side, even though Facebook states that their stance is made based on freedom of speech, money plays a much bigger role in Facebook's decisions. Instead of trying to better society with their massive power and influence, Facebook is really only worried about the bottom line and not our nation's political system. Facebook is also able to micro-target ads to better appeal to every person. Politically, this is an issue because it paints a different picture to each viewer and ends up jumbling and skewing important political information to sound more appealing to each type of user. At this moment, Facebook does have their own political ad regulation within their company, but this is not enough. They do have an archive, such as mentioned in the Honest Ads Act, but who has access to this archive and how are they protecting it? They also have a loose or biased definition of what a political ad is as well that could be easily manipulated. Any direction a platform decides to go is also going to affect how political ads are bought. Programmatic ad buying has become a huge part of how social media platforms conduct business on such a large scale. This process is mostly conducted by AI programs, but coding these AI programs to exclude or filter through political data or ads is a huge and difficult feat. Again, how do we define a political ad to the AI, or how can we fact check the information in all political ads? What ethical implications come with this? This feat is making it very hard to have political political ad buying part of the programmatic media planning process, which has basically become the only way to buy an ad online. So who is right? In my opinion, neither platform has seemed to find the right solution for this issue. Each one has their own rights and wrongs, but it's good that both of them have some sense of responsibility and are being somewhat proactive. All that can be said is that it really should not be the sole responsibility of the platform to regulate political ads. There needs to be even more legislation than the Honest Ads Act to really solve this issue in a fair sense. Although it is difficult to do, it is also necessary to figure out a simple way to fact check these political ads as well. Both companies should be open to suggestions from either their own employees or the government. As of now, on either platform, even with the Honest Ads Act, it can be very easy for any political ad to slip through the cracks and manipulate the rules because definitions are so loose and the internet is full of loopholes and possibilities. For now, all we can do is trust that these platforms have no real malicious intent and trust that our government can figure something out together with these companies that will be able to keep up with the constant change of technology. As a voter, stay informed and make sure not to succumb to political ads on social medias too easily. It is up to you to fact check for the time being. Here are my sources, and thank you very much.